Hey, man, I said I'd get around to this Monday, and here it is, Thursday. What is today, the 16th? I'm so far behind on this. I've had to spend so much time editing, like 7, 8 hours of backlog, and I still have about 4 hours of editing left to do, but I haven't really had a free moment until now. And realistically, I only have about an hour. And I spent some of that time setting this up, so I've got maybe about 40 minutes before I gotta go. So, in the next 40 minutes, let's do my shtick. We're gonna read through the most recent chapter of One Piece. Although by the time you are watching this on YouTube, it might not be the most recent chapter. As always, I look at the Viz translations. You can always read the 3 most recent Viz translations. So if you are watching this video within 2 to 3 weeks of it, sometimes even 4 weeks of it being uploaded, you can actually read along with me as I go through it. And lastly, before we begin, we're going to plug the Discord, which is Sheets and Sodor, is what I named it, and I don't know if I'll ever change it because I feel like I've invested too much time in it. It's been that way for years. I'm probably going to keep it that way. Anywho, hopefully we won't drop a lot of frames, hopefully the internet holds out, and hopefully, actually, surprisingly, I don't think I've seen any spoilers for this chapter because I've just been so busy that I haven't really been on the internet all that much. It's basically been work, come home, maybe log on and do my dailies in like a game, and then go to bed. I kind of want to do a stream of just climbing the ladder for the Shadowverse event that's going on right now with the guild event. But beyond that, that's all that you really need to know what's going on in my daily life. I'm just busy. Working classes is kind of hectic, and it's hard to make time to do this anymore. I said, like, going into the year that I probably won't have a lot of time to do these streams. But here we are nonetheless. Anywho, that's enough of a long enough intro. I think we can start with reading chapter 1162. God Valley Battle Royale. Man, it's been so long that I don't actually remember what happened recently. Oh, wait, no, I remember. So, brief recap before we begin. So, last chapter was Shocky getting rescued by Rayleigh, and we actually ended on a semi-romantic note. Well, also, I believe we got to see Sommers be like an evil shit. Anywho, there's a cover page, and it looks like my prediction of the cover pages keep going. It's time for Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage Final Volume. Oh, we don't even have a number on this one. Dear Sir Luffy, Wano is once again at peace. We just got Yamato with a big munch out of a skewer of some sort of meat or kebab. I see Kinemon and Ulti on one side, and I see Momonosuke on the other. Where's page 1? I don't see him. I was robbed. No page 1 on page 1. Bad chapter, bad cover page. We'll see that one. Hopefully we get a cover page where we just follow what page 1 was doing instead of being in this cover page. And what adventures page 1 does in the future page 1s of One Piece. I know this is a bit, and I've been keeping this bit going for like 30 chapters of this. Have I done like 30? I've reacted to 30 of these chapters at this point. Wow. We've been in Elbaph for over 30 chapters. That's something to think about. And we've been in Ogre Child Yamato's cover story for about 40 or so. Anyway, it means it's probably just going to be color spreads or viewer requests going forward. Not much else to say here. I expected that after we got back to the Flower Capital, we'd see Yamato set off on their own journey, but I guess we're going to end this cover story early. Well, that's enough about page 1. It's time for me to move on to page 2. Okay, what's going on page 2? Rocks and St. Garling are locked into combat on the northwest. Well, that happened fast. So Rox and Garling are facing off. Roger's still at the center of the island, in between the two mountains, which I'm assuming is the Valley of God Valley. Oh, that's really interesting. So Rock's pirates are coming into the southeastern side of the island, but Rox or Zebek, for whatever reason, is on the northern side of the island. Now, why is he on that side of the island? Which means he went out of his way to go there, while everyone else on the crew went into the center of the island. Meanwhile, the Roger pirates landed on basically the west shore. Okay. Rox is behind us and the Navy's ahead. That's not what the map says. The map actually has the Navy and the Rox pirates coming in like this. But I guess Rox, or I guess if you're looking at the camera, I'd be over here. He's, I guess he's got them surrounded, kinda, sorta, but Rox is engaged with, Garling in a battle. Keep going, Rayleigh. Let me handle this one. Okay. Thanks, Roger. Rayleigh's gotten Shacky back. Circle the ship around to the southwest. Is the ship not... I guess the ship's on the south. I guess it only has to go a little bit to get to the southwestern shore. Okay, well, I'm so jealous. Yeah. Take out Rayleigh and steal Shacky from him. That's funny. Okay. Don't even dream of it, fools. Get rough and you'll harm Shacky. Switch targets to the treasure. We're taking everything but Shacky. Okay, so it looks like the Rox pirates have already given up on Shacky. That was fast. That took less than half a page? Okay. Primary prize treasury. 12 million out there. We can't ask for a better chance. Oh, well, we're cutting back to that scene where Kuma and Ivankov found the devil fruits. Sure is. We don't know which is which, but let's eat them. All right. And that's the end of pages 2 and 3. Right, because we have a cover page on page 1. With no page 1 on page 1. And I'm still upset about that. Even though I'm going to be really, really petty about it for the bit. Got ulti on page 1, but no page 1 on page 1. What's ulti without Pepe? Anywho. Page 4 and 5. Let's check those out. Oh, it's the... Oh, man, it's been a week. It's been more than a week. It's a week and a half. I do not remember who this character is. When was the last chapter? I know that we read a chapter on my birthday. But I don't remember... Was my birthday chapter the chapter before this? My Discord logs say it is. So does that mean that it's been like 2.5... Has it been 3 weeks? Was it a break week last week? So it's been like 2 weeks since I've last read one of these chapters. I do not remember this character's name. The one that's got... Oh no, that's Big Mom. Never mind. I couldn't tell from the side. I thought it was that Holy Knight. Oh no. So this is the scene where Big Mom takes the dragon fish fruit, whatever we're calling it, that Kaido ends up with from Ivankov. Kuma eats the pawpaw fruit, shoves it in his mouth. We've seen this scene before. We're wasting an entire page on this. Big Mom's upset. Save yourself. We just need one survivor. And then we've won. Okay? Chaos is unfolding everywhere. The pirates are fighting each other. Should we retreat or arrest them? We need orders, sir. Okay, so we're getting the Navy perspective again. And then we get a panel that says from the Navy's perspective, of course. I feel like that Oda box should be up a panel and a half. Hey, Sengoku. Did you know this was going on? Oh, Sengoku's here? There was one man who reported some rumors, but he vanished from the Navy's ranks. If I ain't awake and dreaming, then it's all real. Uh-oh, so what's Garp upset about? Move on to page 6 and 7. Oh, never mind. From the Rock's perspective. Are they immortal or something? Let me down, Zebek. We just gotta run. Looks like he's already saved his wife and or family. I'm going to assume wife until stated as otherwise. He was saying someone's name, if I remember correctly last time. It was like Eris or something? So is this Eris? Oh, wait! There's demons! There's demons charging up behind Garling. Is Dami Reversi happening on this island? Come back, Sebek. Everyone who got chased down transformed like that. The hell is that? Someone's powers? Dad, Granny, what happened to you? Oh, even the citizens are turning into demons. Interesting. He's strong, no doubt. The wounds he's inflicted will take longer to regenerate. Okay, so I guess the way you hurt the super-powered Holy Knights is just hockey, I guess. If I had to guess, it's just Conqueror's hockey. And the bigger the damage you do, the longer it takes for them to heal. Because Sommers didn't stay down, actually, even when Gabon cut him in half. Back in the main chapter. So, who's to say? Oh, I'm still sick. But now we know he's one of the Davy clan. The Great One will be delighted if we can take him out. Yeah, the game is ruined. This is a stroke of luck. Did we ever learn this Holy Knight lady's name? I don't know if we ever learned her name. Let me down, Zebek. Do you really think you can hold them off one-handed? Okay, so this is Eris. Listen, Eris, if anyone with the Davy name who gets caught will be through agony that makes hell itself seem like a lukewarm bath. I know that. I'm part of the Davy clan, too. They welcomed me among them, even though I was a pirate. I understand the fate of the clan, so let me down. If I was the kind of helpless woman who could only cling to you and couldn't protect a single child... Alright, page 8 and 9. Then you wouldn't have fallen in love with me, would you? Okay, so that's gotta be Teach that she's holding in her hands there. Don't be an idiot. If it looks like they're gonna catch me, I'll kill Teach and end my own life. So let's each find a way to survive, and we can meet again in Lelucia, Zebek. Not that name again. The Lelucia Kingdom? He's finally relinquished his wife and son, so how shall I attack? Garling is sadistic as hell. I am the one getting cheered up. Oh, he's letting out a slash. Stay here with me, I insist. Come and do your worst, you monsters. Okay, so he let Eris go, and now he's going to face off and just hold off Garling and everyone behind him. Alright, cutting back to the primary treasury. This one should do just fine. We're back on pages 10 and 11. It's the fish. Give this one to Katakuri. Oh, there's going to be so much art of that now. It'll be a major new power-up for the future pirate crew. Did Kaido literally just smack Big Mom upside the head so that he could take the fruit and munch it? Danu Kaido. This completely retcons that entire scene that Big Mom was talking about all the way back on, what was it, Onigashima. I thought Big Mom saved Kaido's life here. Maybe we'll see that happen later, I guess. What a shit-eating grin. There's even grin in a speech bubble. Damn you, Kaido. Oh, we're finally cutting back to Dragon carrying a kid. Oh, and it looks like Eris carrying a kid. What nice parallels. Don't worry, I won't let you die. I won't let them kill you. Teach. Alright. Confirmation that it's Teach. I don't know why it wouldn't be, but at least it's confirmation. We take that. Pages 12 and 13. We're getting close to the end. There's probably only 2 more pages if I had to guess. We're probably going to get 17 tops. Behind the game stage, secondary prize treasury. Oh, the second prize treasury. Oh, this is that area with the pillars that has the chests on it. Found the treasure. Yeehaw! Here we go. Why did I do a yeehaw? I don't even know why I did a yeehaw. Never seen riches on this scale before. Oh, it's Gabon. So the Roger Pirates got here first. Oh, there's even some devil fruit. Haul it all off. Not so fast, Roger Pirates. Don't let the pirates leave the island, and the Navy's here. So what is justice on an island where everything has gone crazy? Who is saying this? It's the world government's Navy. Please rescue us. Oh, the Navy's gonna see the slaves, huh? God Valley is unaffiliated with the world government. Therefore, I want to save as many people as I possibly can. We're cutting to Kuma. Oh, this is the scene where Kuma confronts Jay Garcia Saturn. Oh, somebody's talking to Saturn. Saturn, is Rox dead? I could not say. This is all unexpected. If anything, there is a danger that such wanton destruction might bring about the birth of something entirely new. What is that, a dragon? Oh, Kaido is turning into a dragon. That must not happen. Kaido is a dragon. Does anyone remember that meme? Kaido is a dragon? When Kaido's powers were first revealed, I remember that meme was just circulating. Kaido was a dragon was a meme started by Teching 101, Matt Crawford, for those who know him as that. And the Kaido as a dragon got so popular that I think it was like the #1 search thing on Google at one point, where if you typed in KAI, Kaido was a dragon would autocomplete. Followed closely by Kaido as a duck and Kaido as a poneglyph. And I'm sure that's, you can look more into that if you want. Alright, it's 14 and 15 time. Are these the last pages? They're not, which means we're going to get a 16-17 possibly. Alright, we're getting the scene of Kuma getting ready to send everybody off the island. Anywhere that's not here would be a heaven compared to this. We had lost all hope. We never thought that we'd survive. Thank you. I forget, how many people did Kuma manage to serve here? It was like 500 or 1,000 or something? Alright, thank you. Oh, we're finally cutting to Roger, Garp, and Zebek all at the same spot. Rox's crew captain. No, wait, we got bigger fish to fry. You dare use my family against me? That this is going to be my end? Of course I'll fight to kill. So Rox killed all of his family members that were turned into demons. Are we going to see Gunko and they're all dying with smiles on their faces, kind of like the D-Clan. Interesting. Alright, 16 and 17. Alright, Page 16 and 17. There's nothing in it for you. Sure you want to help? Don't worry about it. I've been drinking on your tab this whole time. Hey, you two, check this out. Uh-oh. Kaido is a dragon. I finally got my own power to use. I want to test out my new strength. Good for you. As far as I can tell, you're having the most fun of anyone right now. That's all well and good, but can I ask what in the world that is? Oh, what is that? Oh, it's Saint Saturn. Saint Saturn, why do you look like that? A monster. Or no, wait, and that's something behind him. Is that Emu? Now I know I'm dreaming. What is this island? What is that you say? If I had to call it anything, that represents the world. What grand days of adventure we live in. I still have so much to learn. Okay. So we're getting to a final clash with Rox, Garp, and Roger against Saturn, and I'm assuming Emu possibly possessing Gunko, kind of like how Gunko is being possessed by Emu in the present day right now. Parallels. We're going to do some chapter review here, and a little bit of predictions for next time, as well as highlights. So, this chapter, honestly, I'm 50-50 on this chapter so far. There are some good highlights, but there's also a whole lot of stuff we've already seen before. This final couple pages is really fascinating to me, where we get to see the Rox Pirates starting to team up. We got Zebek teaming up with Whitebeard and Kaido. Meanwhile, we have Roger teaming up with Garp, and it looks like all of them combined are going to go up against Saturn and what I assume is Emu. And that's a big highlight. This last 2 pages is honestly the highlight of the chapter, and I'm expecting when I start looking into what other people have to say about the chapter, this is what people are going to be talking about. The fact that Big Mom... Another big highlight was we got a little bit more clarification on how Kaido got the Devil Fruit, which doesn't really line up with a lot of the theories on how he got the Devil Fruit. He literally smacked Big Mom and took it. It is very funny that Big Mom was going to originally give this to Katakuri. I kind of forget how old she is at this point and how many kids she has, but Katakuri is one of the older sons, right? They're like top 5 oldest, if I remember. Barrow is the first son, right? Katakuri, Oven, and Daifugu are a pair of triplets from, I forget which batch of spawn her children are from. She's got like 80-something kids. It's too hard for me to keep track. Kaido is a dragon. That will always be funny. I love this really nice parallel panel at the bottom, and this might be what I shove into the thumbnail, where we have Dragon running one way with Shanks in tow, and Eris running one way with Teach in tow. It's a really nice paralleled image, showing the plight of both of their struggles. All Eris has to do in order to get off this island is make their way to Kuma, and then they get off the island. And that's like the easy way to answer that. I'm going to do predictions alongside with the highlights this time, because it's more or less going to be me talking about a bunch of stuff, because a large chunk of this chapter is scenes we've already seen before. Like, we have to go through that entire nonsense with Ivankov and Kuma again. I do like that we got to see some stuff from the Marine perspective. I wish we got more of that. If they're pitching this chapter as a battle royale, it definitely feels a little bit like it with the shared perspectives, but I feel like this chapter needed to be maybe like 3 pages longer, so they could like give at least like 2 pages to each of the perspectives, and then tell the story. Like, there is this panel here about Sengoku saying there was one man who reported some rumors, but he vanished from the Navy's ranks. I wonder who Sengoku is referring to here. It might be Dragon. This conversation kind of feels weird and out of place, and it almost feels like we're missing some panels here. Because, like, I don't feel like we have the full context of this conversation. There was a similar thing with the last page as well, where Xebec is talking to Whitebeard, and it feels like there's some missing context here. There's nothing in it for you. Sure, you want to help? It feels like we're missing, like, one speech bubble there or something. We got to see Damier Versi starting to be used here as well. As we see Xebec running away from Garling and the other lady, Holy Knight, whose name I don't remember if it's been revealed or not. I could probably check the wiki, but I don't really want to do that right now. We got to see someone saying Dad and Granny, so I wonder if that's Xebec or Eris that's saying that right now. But if they're husband and wife, so technically they would also be Xebec's. Doesn't really matter who's saying it. So those are the grandparents. Whether they're on Xebec's side or Eris' side of the family, who knows? That's not super important. We know Teach is getting off the island, so I'm not really worried about Teach's safety at all. And they eventually end up on Whitebeard's crew. So that's something to look forward to. And lastly, I can't end my description of this chapter without once again reminding everyone, this is supposed to be Loki's flashback. Anywho, I think I have ran the course of what I have to say. Predictions for... one more little set of predictions for next week. We're going to see the big showdown. And I believe we're going to see this entire group fight Saturn, fight Emu, and lose. And somehow this is going to be publicized as Roger and Garp. We're going to get to see why Roger and Garp teaming up is the way that the story was told. Probably because Garp is on the side of the Navy, and Roger isn't a member of the Davy clan. So they'll get looked at a little bit more favorably than Xebec, who is a member of the Davy clan and has an already terrible reputation. Kind of weird that Shocky wasn't mentioned at all in our news coverage of the God Valley that we knew up until now. But then again, most people seem to not know about God Valley, because like the first time God Valley was brought up, it was by Garp talking to the next generation of Marines. And it's like, oh, you've never heard of the Rocks Pirates? So it's like, I'm not really sure how I feel on all that. Anyway, that's all I really have to say about that. So, this has been a nice short 30-minute stream. I'm going to go start cooking dinner, and I'll see you all in the next stream, which, if there's not a break week this week, I guess we'll see another one of these in 2 or 3 days. And maybe I will actually definitely do that one on Sunday night, hopefully. I'm really, really far behind on a lot of my other stuff, and I have a backlog of streams that I need to get done. Like, apparently Luna 2 is coming out in Genshin, so that's something to look forward to. There's a gnat in here, and it's really annoying me. Hey, get off my mic! Anywho. That's all for now. I'll see you all in the next stream. If you'd like to stay up to date on what I'm doing and when I'm doing it, the best way to do that would be to join my Discord. And once you're in there, just don't send me a bunch of DMs, but if you ping me, I will definitely try to respond. Well, see you in chapter 1163 whenever we get around to reacting to that, because that'll be very soon. Hopefully. I've got some free time, so tomorrow, which is going to be Friday the 17th, we'll probably be doing some live streaming in HSR, followed by some more live streaming in Genshin, on Saturday, and probably even more live streaming on Sunday of Chapter 1163, followed by even more streaming on Monday. We are going to try to get through this backlog of streaming, and also try to find time to edit. I'm going to have a really busy streaming schedule over the next couple days. And if you're watching this on YouTube, it probably is already Friday or Saturday. I don't know when I'll have time to put this up. I'll definitely have it up by the end of tomorrow. So by the time you're watching this, it's probably already Friday or Saturday. Or who knows, you're watching this weeks later in the future just because you wanted to see my reaction and opinion to a chapter. And then when I go to work tomorrow, I'll probably be listening to it and podcast, almost like a podcast. I'll be listening to Randy Choi's reaction to this chapter. Toodaloo. Stay safe, everyone. There we go.